Okay, hello and welcome to Indika, which is a new puzzly, arty sort of game. Looked pretty interesting, and I got sent a key, so thank you to the developers for sending me a key. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Obviously, we've done things like Playtale and, other sorts of games like that, and I've got a really, really bad ache in my neck for some reason today. This game's a very interesting one, very artsy, and the devil is trying to tease our character and seduce them in, very unusual manners. And it looked very interesting. So, we're going to do the puzzles and we're going to go through the storyline. It looks pretty cool. But, be warned that there will be religious themes and all sorts of things. And obviously, the devil will be playing very, very heavily in trying to encourage us to do things. I've put a nudity filter on because it was an option, and to make it safe for streaming, we're doing that and turning the music way down low. So, if you would like the full game, you can have those things on if you need them. There might be sensitive themes and all sorts, and it's taking longer to load than I thought it was. So yeah, you got your fair warning out the way, and I don't know how I slept that made me really, 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 really hurt in my shoulder today, but maybe I've got the devil on my shoulder or something, just a stupid joke. We're gonna have the devil on our shoulder in our ear, trying to taunt us this whole time and trying to tempt us. I wonder if there are multiple things. Obviously I've avoided spoilers. Pixel. Interesting. It's an old pixel game? Well, this wasn't the game that I was expecting. It's very different to this. This is very unusual start. Alice in Wonderland, falling down the rabbit hole, collecting... Oh, we can't miss this one. 1305.
Sorry. Forgive me.
Just playing games on our phone. You forgot what the game was. Don't know, maybe I might need to turn some of the sense down or something.
I forgot myself for a moment. Sorry.
Just drifted away playing retro games in her mind. 1300 to 1330. I don't know, I feel like it said 1305. I feel like I could have got, apart from that one that randomly vanished. Like, maybe you don't want to collect the high score. Maybe she's not tempted if you don't collect the high score. I may need to turn the settings down a bit. Obviously, brand new game.
Ooh. There's a basket for Smaragda in the warehouse.
Smaragda? Set in Russia. Take a basket with vegetables from the warehouse and bring it to Sister Smaragda in the refectory. 30 points. Okay. For 30 piety points. Interesting. We accept your quest. Whoever is sending us these random quests. Graphics. I mean, temporal upscaling. Maybe I don't want to upscale. I don't know. Medium. Obviously, I haven't got VSync on, but normally I would. But I think if I limited at 60 FPS, that should be fine. But maybe it's trying to, go beyond the thing. Maybe I might need VSync. Because I usually have VSync on.
Be truly righteous.
Not to listen to the
never
devil.
Succumb to temptation, or to take a vow of chastity despite constant temptation. Our heroine did
Constant
not answer to
temptation.
this question and preferred never to dwell on it.
I mean,
If it were up
is
to
there
her,
constant
she
temptation
would have chosen
in the
quiet
nunnery?
life of a nun.
Is a nun.
However, destiny had something different in store for her.
I see. So she's not going to be a nun, and she's going to be tempted by people and sexuality, which is probably why we needed to turn the nudity filter on. Okay, just random prayer, because, the devil whispering in her ear. Just a quick little prayer. It's not like I'm trying to find the run button or anything. I am. I'm trying to find the run button. Obviously, this isn't the way that it just told us to go, but maybe it is. Maybe I am supposed to go down there. Maybe I am. That changes the... I mean, I found a lot of buttons to change the camera ever so slightly. Maybe we go steal someone's stuff from the house. Let's take a seat first. Okay. We can enjoy some views of the city. Very artistic. As we take in the views. Temptation of stealing from this lady's house that she just left. I mean, there's got to be a good and evil Misa, right? There has to be. Temptation. And it wants us to get like the 1330 score, even though I got 1305. I had more than 1300.
Maybe I can help.
You're the last person I need right now. Get lost.
Sorry.
Wow. Maybe I can help you. Picture of Jesus in the corner. I'm gonna help you regardless. The steam hydraulic machine. In case of sudden steam, open the shutter for and purchase steam. Are we gonna cause an explosion? For the 12 great feasts, or other great feasts, and on other days. Right, so there's a specific amount that we need to maintain the pressure at. How you doing? Could I steal your hammer and clonk you over the head? No temptation from the devil.
Look, it works.
No, you're not stupid at all.
Oh, are you launching here? Did you get thrown out of the evening service again?
Yeah, it might have been daydreaming. I mean, all I did was turn it on. The pressure and everything to be said is up to you, and if it all falls apart on your head, I had nothing to do with that. Okay, so it's really trying to make me go that way. But I need to explore. I have a temptation to explore. They did a really good job with the press kit of this as well, because there was the embargo thing was like the 10 deadly sins, and like, thou shalt not do this before the embargo, thou shalt talk about things to compare it to that I don't know who these people are, so I can't possibly compare it to. I'm sorry, but you know, I could give my own thoughts and opinions, and you know, it's obviously interesting puzzly game. Right, so clearly we're definitely not going this way. But the temptation to explore is too real, even if my neck is hurting. Can't open gate, but I assume it'll open later. How many people helped the lady with the thing? Like, you know, there was a way down the stairs that just avoided that entirely. Obviously it is showcased with the lady coming out with the lamp. Like, right, well, that door's clearly also not going to open, so I'm not even going to bother going up to it. What just happened here? Just a nice, refreshing cup of water from the weirdly left on tap. There's definitely something going on with that whole game mechanic whilst it's also in a head sort of thing. That's interesting, isn't it? There's definitely something to that. And hey, we might not even need to complete the 30 quests. We got some extra bonus points from hydrating there. We don't need to necessarily do whatever we are being taught to do. But maybe, you know, if we can get an excess, who knows what that does. And I guess it's also a way of living. If you think to yourself, hey, I did good here, I earned XP, I you know, you feel good about doing the things in life that you need to do, right? So it's like, stay hydrated, plus 20 XP. I'm one step closer to leveling up. What is going on with this random piano in this room with a death trap stacked on top of it? What the heck? You are an idiot. Whoever is up there, you... I guess it's one way of getting up there, but at the same time... You don't have the right tools for the job. This is really dangerous. How dangerously stupid is this? Yet it can hold our weight. What the heck? It threw me off. It wobbled as well, which is...
Hey, where are you going? Hey, stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It.
I don't really know how to...
Oh,
Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me.
to change that one.
I should go. I should go. I should go. Sorry. Sorry.
Did you see the back of her head turn before her body did? I think she's possessed by the devil. Like, her head literally spun round to the back of her neck. I should have known when it didn't let me climb up the first time, but again, the temptation of climbing. Well, I mean, it was better that it fell down now. You've got another ladder anyway. You can figure it out. I'm not Jenga-ing this dangerous situation back up there for you. I'll put it back. Don't worry. I'm putting it right back. Right back, nice and safely. Speedrun skip. Ride the possessed chair. Come on, take me up. The power of the Lord compels you. The power of Christ compels you. We exorcised the demon out of it, I think. The power of Christ compels you to take me upwards. Will. It's just a chair now. It's locked. We exorcised the demon. We actually exorcised the demon out of it. I should have known when it started to wobble and it wouldn't let me climb it. I should have guessed. But to be fair, you know, it gave me a second opportunity to go, nah, this is a stupid idea. Like, I already knew it was a stupid idea. How the devil compels you. The power of the devil says you will fly over this fence. Or not. Hi, I've come to collect some stuff that I definitely haven't been sidetracked by. How do I get in? There did seem to be another route up there, and I don't see it coming out down here, so would it have come out up on there? It is interesting that there are alternative things. That's a lot more interesting climbing area. For certain. I like that it is a bit more open, you know? That's kind of nice. It's not just, you know, directly go to thing. Kind of quite open. What the heck is this? I'll be back for the thing. I just gotta listen to temptation. Right, this is a frozen lake, obviously. Or river, whatever you want to call it. Big old hook. It's the back of a horse. Trying to figure out what the thing in the shed is. It's the back end of a horse. This looks very safe, as you can tell. I bet none of this wobbles and falls apart. I mean, we have to explore. There's probably some piety points in it. Hi? You okay there? Just taking logs to burn. Or backs of something shiny. Do you need a hand with that? Do you even want to say hello? Hi, I'm your good friends. You have fun taking the shiny silken sack to burn. We've come full circle, haven't we? Yep. Hi, I'm back. Don't mind me. Definitely plan to help get you back down. Maybe I should tell the other nuns that you're stuck up there. But do I want to help someone that can turn their head 360 degrees to the back of their... Like that... That's why my neck's aching. Because clearly I can't turn my neck 360 degrees to the back of my head. No, I can't do that move. And I'm not limber enough, and that's why my neck is hurting so bad. Because I am not possessed by the devil, and I cannot do that. Unlike my fellow nun. Unlike her.
For the sake of the prayers of all the... Stesha, do you have something prepared for Smaragda? It's cold today, isn't it? Oh, potato.
I don't think they like us much. Sack of potatoes. I'll take it.
Thank you.
What is that?
The sisters loved Indika.
I can tell.
Christian love is known to be patient, merciful, and faithful. However, in a lowly human sense, they didn't love her that much.
You guess?
To be honest,
They hate
they
her.
didn't love her at all.
No, I can tell.
Many of them felt nothing but disgust for her.
Why?
Indika, however, was not to blame.
It's not.
Were it not for the voice that was inculcating ideas in her, unforgivable for a Christian, she would have been a virtuous and rather mediocre nun.
I mean, a lot of people strive for a mediocre life, and that's the whole thing of being a nun, isn't
That
it?
voice to leave her alone
To
once
be
and
just a
for all.
mediocre.
Her entire life became a struggle, a painful resistance. No matter how hard she tried, no matter how
Can't
much
stop
she
listening to this
tortured
voice.
herself, the voice grew louder and more convincing every day.
I mean, he's playing games in her head, that's for a fact. But yeah, like, you know, if they treat her different, that's also going to cultivate issues. They are, in themselves, causing her to become, you know, more broken by excluding her and outcasting her like this. So it's not her fault. Literally, it is them for how they treat her. You know, just because she is a little different. There's nothing wrong with being different. The way that people treat you will make you more broken. If they exclude you and outcast you and are horrible to you. Okay, so you've finished unloading the things and you've closed that off. So we can't go back that way, it seems, and we're meant to go that way. I just want to see if there's any progress in here. Hi, how's life treating you? I have potatoes. You good? I guess she is painting the ceiling. Also, how did she get to the top of the ceiling like that? Like, is she using that tiny ladder to reach the top of the ceiling? If so, like, she's doing some very impressive balancing act. Well, she is very flexible with the demon inside of her that can twist her head round the back of her neck. I don't think balancing or climbing on the walls is out of the realm of demonic possession. You know, I feel like she's fully capable of climbing up the walls and painting them herself. She just doesn't want to climb on them because of the wet paint, you know? If it wasn't for the wet paint, she would be crawling all over those. Just an Irish jig. Good day, ladies. You having a nice little
I did.
river
God
dance?
grant you patience, mother.
I can't join in. I don't know how to do the river dance as my character.
Where the brethren live by grace, humility, and remembrance of death.
They remember the death.
Only others.
I remember to dance and enjoy life too.
Sisters, fight your passions, lust and temptations.
Resist the temptations, fight! You seem very passionate to dance. Resist your passions. You seem very passionate about your dancing. Reliquary preserves the fragments of the remains of the Saint Balaam of Egypt, famous for his hallow's exquisite fragrance. Helps with indigestion, gastrointestinal upsets, and pelvic organ disorders. Very shiny. 2 fingers. So it's a fragrance, but also indigestion medicinal aids. But why is it an arm? Finger guns. Does it dispense from the middle bit there? Does it dispense from the fingers like a salt shaker? Mine now. Level up your stealing ability. Interesting. Your current level 8. Shame. Each time you get points, you get an extra 6 shame. Every time you get points, you get a chance to get an extra 6. Every time you get points, you get a chance to get an extra 1.46 multiplier. Why am I already... Gain 10 points right now! Interesting. Every time you get points, you gain a +1 times 1.2 multiplier. Can I change the repentance to regrets? Regrets. You didn't take the regrets. Yeah, that... I don't know why it's pre-leveled. Because I would have taken regret over repentance. Like, times 1.2 multiplier is better than an extra base 6. You get a chance to gain 12 points right now. A chance. Or you can get 1.46 multiplier. But at the same time, isn't this... Is this evil? And also, we're level 8. Why are we not level 1? I guess we'll find out in the storyline, right? Alright, let's close. No, that did still count as the same leveling up. I thought because it was, like, golden, it might have been a different sort of leveling up mechanic. Resist your urge to dance, lady. You like a little help along your way? I mean, if it helps you... Oh, this is where we're delivering. Or is it? No, there's a... This is just another thing to knock on. You got 2 dancing ladies on your doorstep. I'm not stealing. I am simply borrowing. Asceticism, practitioner's guide. Treat the top and bottom of the outer thigh with strong herbal infusions. Make incisions across the top and bottom of the thigh. Heat up the fetters until they become red. Slowly insert the hot fetters under the skin whilst pulling it with a surgical hook. Ow. So you're cutting someone's thigh open, you put in a hot metal blade into it, and then you're pulling on the skin whilst heating it even more. Why are we inserting a hot metal nail into... Well, that's not even a nail, it's a literal biblical cross, by the looks of it. Like, it's got a sharp pointy thing. See figure 2 on the second page. It'd probably be figure 3 if it goes up, down. Yeah, figure 3. Heat up the fetters until they become red. So red hot metal spike with a cross on it, and you're shoving it under the skin, and that's why. Asceticism. The temptation to look it up and find out why they do it, but at the same time, do I want to know? Is it like flagellants people who like hurt themselves for piety, and it's not because they love pain or anything? Weird cross thing. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Patricia Lassiter 555. How's it going? Not bad. How's it going for you? Obviously, we're doing a very interesting artistic exploration puzzle game. Even if there are graphical things. Pretty well as well. Good to hear. And we're not stealing from people's houses. We're simply looking at their religious materials and not taking it for ourselves to level up or anything. This corner is dedicated to Jesus and Mary. Very, very, very dedicated in pictures of Jesus and Mary that somebody has painted, and whoever that guy is that meant to be God? And they've got a hidden little alcove in the wall and a Bible, which it's a shame we can't read to see what page that is open to. You're very welcome. How are you this day? Have you heard of Indika before? Is this your first time seeing it? We're delivering some potatoes the long way. And also, there's some... Well, I was trying to close the door after myself. There's some dancing nuns on this doorstep, just having a little jig, resisting temptation. Just having a nice little day dancing. You know, just as you do, dance the day away. Just gotta keep the devil at bay by dancing, like you do. Just a nice little Irish jig to keep the devil away. And the colds. Because what else can you do? What else can you do? It keeps the temptation away. They say idle hands let the devil in, but idle feet. You don't want to know what idle feet do. That's why you got to keep them dancing. You can't have idle feet. You gotta keep them dancing. I tried to knock them free, but they didn't want to get free. They sort of wanted to stay in that corner and keep dancing. Keep dancing the day away. Now, who put their clothes out to dry? Well, I guess it's just bed sheets, but that's even worse because you'd have frozen, icy cold bed sheets in the snow. That's never gonna get dry. It's just gonna freeze it in, and then when you take it in, it's gonna be even more wet than when you hung it out to dry. So they really didn't think that one through. But, you know, I guess needs must, but at the same time, I would rather not put it out to be covered in snow. Even the drain pipes are frozen solid, right? Anyone else's house that I can break into? Because we're a totally nice, religious individual that definitely doesn't do things that aren't in the name of the Lord. There's some stairs there, but that's probably our way back up afterwards. Let's go deliver these potatoes they've been waiting on. I'm sure they'll be very happy to take them. Potato. Okay, she didn't seem that mad with us. It's okay. And then we got a multiplier. Empty.
Water.
You want water as well? Okay. Well, I know exactly where to get that. Full barrel of water, of course. We accept our quests. We were doing some side things along the way. Well, it tells me to go back. Well, there's a literal well right there, but I need to explore. Oh, it's locked. Maybe it'll unlock later. I'm just going to get a little closer in case we can interact with any of these doors. Gotta check. Alright, let's try not to spill the water on the way back. Just see your pretty channel and wondering about an idea for your channel, if you'd like to listen. If you are an AI thing, ask at your own peril. Like, you know, at your own peril. There are certain phrases and things that get you insta-banned, and if you're going to ask, you're at your own peril. If you're here to enjoy the content, you know, you're very welcome, and I appreciate you coming hanging out and chatting. But if you're here to, you know, ask, I need to ask you a specific question, well, it is asked too often and gets you banned here. So it is at your own peril. You don't listen to the devil around here, and you know, we have our own things and we enjoy our own things. Aha, we put a different bucket down. I was gonna say, now why did we put the bucket on there and then fill it up to pour it into a different bucket? You're not an AI, man. I don't know, it's like some of these, you get literally asked the same question all the time, and it seems like they're AI chatbots and they're trying to sell promotion and AI graphic overlays and banners and things, and I'm not remotely interested, so, you know. But if you're here to enjoy the content, you are welcome. Hello, girl, ban, girly, Hovdov? What the heck and what Govda? Hi, hello. That's hard to read. Oh wow, I need to fill that entire bucket. I wonder if there's a shortcut taking it from the water on the floor in the mud. Not that we would do that, because we're a nice and friendly and not remotely evil person. Goider is Goider. I have good day to you too. Can we also make water from the snow? Like, you know, if we just put snow in the bucket, it'll melt into water. It's not going to be very nice. But we could. Glad that nothing has changed in Russia. Well, you know, I don't know much. I mean, one of my best friends for a while was Russian, but I've never actually been myself. Obviously, you know, I get the frozen snow and no vodka though. No vodka, unless this is like we're taking from the well of vodka. Could be. Could be.
Useless labor is the basis of spiritual development. Obedience is above fasting or prayer.
Now, why can't the dancing ones come and help out?
Understand why she needed to retrieve the water from the well if there was a pump next door that took it from a sacred spring. She didn't understand why drinking from the spring was allowed, but cooking soup was a sin. The well was only
Cooking soup's a sin?
away from the spring. It was not possible to have any other water there. Even a tenth of it is the same. They say on Epiphany, even a drop of holy water blesses an entire canister. If that were true, a couple of evaporated drops from the spring would bless the puddles beneath her feet.
They're still dancing over that. Just dancing away whilst I do this menial labour. I'm not a Muslim. Why would you ask that? That's a strange question. Only rich people could drink vodka in Russia. Okay. It's a very weird question. And also, what does it matter what anyone's religion or anything is? But, yeah, very, very, very weird question. Russia's dirt, crime and collapsing buildings. That does not sound good. Well, I know nothing. I'll take your word for it. Or were you talking to each other? Because you might have been talking to each other, but again, no... I know we're playing a religious game, but let's not be weird and weird things, okay? Because he told... Oh, you were asking them if they were. Right, okay. Shalom is greetings, right? That's Shalom Afindi, greetings friends. But I don't know that much. I don't care what people's religion is. Like, it's irrelevant. Who cares? You know, each to your own. Have fun with whatever you believe. Definitely need to visit the city of Berzniki. Okay. Never heard of it. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to visit Russia anytime soon, but, you know, there's lots of nice places in the world that it would be nice to visit. What's so special about Berzniki? Please, English only in the chat. I don't know what the heck that says. And so... yeah, English only would be very, very appreciated. Because it could be anything. And we don't allow insults or racial hate or religious hate or anything in this channel. So, yeah, if we could stick to English and not take over people's things, I will be timing people out. English only, okay? Time out, English only. It's the rule. I'm sorry, but I need to be able to understand what is in my chat, and it could be anything and no idea what you're saying. It could be religious hate, it could be anything. So I have to time out, I'm afraid, both of you, because you are saying things and I said, and it wasn't lessons. I'm sorry. Boom, as we continue our menial labor. You know, especially words that don't even have English letters. You know, in Cyrillic alphabets and things. Like, there's no chance of reading and understanding any of that. It might have been something perfectly harmless and nice, but, you know, I can't allow conversations that I cannot understand, and especially when you bring in weird religious stuff. Thank you. But, you know, feel free to hang around and watch. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the follow as well. But yeah, no weirdness here. Oh, it's a nice, open, friendly, welcoming place for people to have fun. Okay, the bucket is filled! It's very shiny. It looks like it's gonna leak. It doesn't look very sturdy.
And even 10 of them. With God's help, we'll make it to spring. No way. Sisters won't eat after her.
Why won't they eat after?
The sign of the cross saves from
What the heck?
but this, God believe me.
Glory to
How rude.
Smaragda, don't tempt me. I'm sending Evdokia to you. Don't let this one into the refectory.
How rude. They tell us to fill it and then she comes in and's like, I'm tipping over the water. I guess that's why it was all wet there. And that is literally just designed to be tipped over like that as well. How rude.
O Son of God, accept me on this day as communicant of thy secret supper.
A secret supper?
Divulge thy mysteries to thy Remember me, O
He's a
Lord,
criminal,
in
an
thy
outlaw?
kingdom. May my communion of thy immaculate mysteries, O Lord, not be judged or condemned. But
He seems very happy. Indika's like, what's going on? The other one's like very happy.
servant of God, Seraphim, I shall
What the heck? Thank you for the follow, Isabella Garcia. Why does she have a weird baker in her mouth?
servant of God, Indika.
Just ignore the baker in her mouth. She ate the bread of Christ and now there's a weird little baker man. Just out on the run. Doing more dancing. Maybe they were supposed to be dancing. Popcat indeed. Maybe those nuns were meant to be dancing. Sorry, I knocked over your spoon. Some weird dancing lady came attacking us. Many years you bore with them, and you bore them by your spirits. Yet they would not give ear. Therefore you gave them into the hands of the peoples of the lands. Nehemiah 9:30. Okay. That, I must say, I was not expecting. That was definitely quite something. Like, I'm not disappointed with where the game's going so far. Definitely not disappointed. It's taken some interesting directions. AO to you too. Definitely taking some directions. What's up? Not a lot. What's up with you? How's your day going? And what brings you here this fine day? I'm good. I'm good. Any button. Alex Pasedko. Game design. He died. Okay, clever, clever. Very cinematic.
She asks me what's in it.
What's in it? What's in it, indeed?
In it.
It is for
You probably made it. That's how you'd know what's in it.
blessing. Despite her requests, Indika had not been blessed to leave
Oh,
for
no.
a full year. When she was tasked with delivering the letter, it took her completely by surprise. Even though she did not know the contents of that letter, she
I think they were just trying to get rid of her.
that it would play an extremely important, perhaps critical, role in her life.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to get rid of her. Take this letter and go far away. It's very important. It must be delivered. Ah, she don't know what's in the letter. I think the ghost is in her skirt, though. What? Like, what was holding her skirt back so far? She wasn't walking that fast. There was smuggling something in her skirt. The devil. The devil is in them all.
What's in it? What's in it? What's in it?
Words. Words are in it.
What's in it?
What's in it? One singular word. Don't open it. Ray tracing is in it. Ambient occlusion, her fingers are in it. Deliver the letter of Father Herman to Danilov Monastery. Hang on. We didn't get the XP from filling up that water bucket. I know they tipped it over, but come on. We earned that, right? They've given us a backpack and a lantern now. We are out in the snow. Nice crispy snow. Nice and crispy. Into the frozen waste of Russia. There's some sort of cyclone in the distance. Right, now I can finally run. I do like how crispy the snow is, and we do leave footprints. Wasn't that crispy before? I don't know exactly where we're going. Probably that way, which is why I'm not going that way. Okay, she can't pray anymore, which is interesting. Or maybe this way. Brown King Pass. I mean, this is the way I ended up coming. They probably all meet together. Like, yeah, clearly. Okay, that's just... Don't fall down the mountain. Demonic pig! Hello?
For the sake of the prayers of all the saints, Lord Jesus Christ, our God, have mercy on us.
I don't think they're home. I think it's a demonic pig.
Tisha?
You're gonna break in?
I need to go to the other side.
The other side.
Georgie, pirate, be quiet.
Who calls a pig pirate?
Unholiness.
They're just happy to see me. Tisha, I'm sorry.
The animals feel the unholiness.
I brought you some apples. Or Lovka, your favorite. Tisha, I must hurry to the train.
Doesn't like her much, does he? You are possessed by the devil. Oh, what an asshole. It's freezing cold. I'm just going to throw water on you and make you even more cold.
Steps are all wet. You'll slip and fall again.
These people are not very nice for religious people.
Don't worry, Tikhon. I understand. Forgive me, for Christ's sake.
I don't understand. Why is he trying to kill you by freezing you with ice? This'll cleanse you of evil. It will do more than that. It'll freeze you solid and kill you. But it's holy water, a whole bucket of holy water to cleanse the evil. This is not frozen enough to walk on. Now, how am I meant to get to the other side? This'll take it. I didn't mean death. I didn't mean that other side. Thanks. You know, why couldn't that work whilst I was on it? Puzzles. Right, come back. Okay, so I can change it at any time. He got a bit stuck. I can't vault the fence, which is a bit annoying. I see. Surely I don't need to run and chase it, right? Oh! I see. I want it to get stuck so that I can get over. Okay, no, that's actually clever. Right, so we sent it all the other way. It's bashing into it deliberately. We run to the end of the pier, and whilst it's stuck, like the pier and that are just enough for us to get over. Just enough. Right, you get stuck and you leave us a way to get on it and get over it. Clever. No return. Because there is no lever to get back. That's it. We never return. This is our life now. Gone forever. Because they're never gonna bring it back. Unless there's a lever over here. Which there isn't. So literally, we can never return. Because they're never gonna let us back into the monastery. Ever, ever. Hey, out we go into the world to deliver this letter. Who needs them? Who needs them? They're treated like shit anyway. I was gonna say, there has to be a way to turn on the lamp, right? The first button that I pressed wasn't it. Loading in the world whilst we're at it. No, don't. Put the lamp away. Oh, suddenly it's bright enough in here to see. Was pitch black a moment ago, but now... Actually, we didn't even need a lamp.
Tikhon has the key. Oh, what an imbecile.
Well,
Indika loved Tikhon. Imbecile was a medical diagnosis, so she was just using the word literally. In any case,
true.
Tikhon couldn't hear her. Hypocrisy isn't really a virtue, is it?
Well, I'd call him an a-hole. I mean, he did seem a bit dumb as well. But, you know, I guess love is blind. But at the same time, like, he threw frozen water on you to keep the devil at bay just because temptation, right? Just because you love him and you are temptation. Therefore, you must be the devil. Ooh, can't be falling in love when you are priest and religious girl, nun. Can't be having that. It must be the devil. It's the devil that's giving you these feelings, and it's because she is the devil, right? It's not that it's perfectly natural. No, it's the devil inside of her that is giving you temptation. You must throw water on her to resist your own feelings. Is this going to be death?
It was as if the convent didn't want to let her go. Even though she knew there was no place closer to God, she yearned to leave it, at least for a short time.
Not true.
Okay, here's where it gets interesting.
She hated her monastic cell, Smaragda's tasteless cabbage soup, the smell of rotting old women that even incense could not
The
cover.
devil has split the
Half
world.
of the sisters couldn't even read. Even if the abbess was literate, she surely didn't go out of her way to use that skill. Just like her personal hygiene, always at lunch, she would carefully
Time is
clean the
frozen.
devil's work from her dentures with her finger. Indika hated endless prayers that
But
were
she's
repeated
gonna have
so
to
much
pray.
they lost their original meaning. Hated to smile at Sister Martha's toothless jokes. Hated
The world
the
was
fuming
cracked.
candles, the rotting potatoes, the never-ending.
Shut up.
Thou dost raise up the paralytic, O Lord God, by thy godlike care and might raise up my...
Yawn before entering the temple, after crying.
So yeah, the world literally splits and, like, you know, the devil starts controlling part of the world, and then you have to do interesting puzzles through
Listening to the depressing
pushing the devil out.
Sister
So I think this is quite a clever way they did it. This is what I liked about it. Like, you know, there's very unique way of puzzle telling. So it's like the devil's going to keep saying things, but also, like, you know, you change the world through prayer.
Indika hated Smaragda's tasteless cabbage.
I don't know, if it's tasteless, it's better than it being overcooked cabbage.
Could not cover. Even if the abbess was literate.
Did I jump down that? No. So I need to get into there, but it was
At
locked.
lunch, she would carefully clean the
I
devil's
climb.
work from
I
her
won't get onto here.
dentures
Right.
with her finger.
You said that already, devil. You don't need to repeat yourself about cleaning the dentures off.
Because of the multitude of my transgressions.
Just let go at the same time as dropping down, and it was like trying to continue, was not. Folding icon. Bestow thy bounties upon thy people, grant peace to thy habitation. With golden Jesuses. Power of golden Jesus. Okay. He's shut up, there's no more devil. Even though this was still splitting, you know, it would have been part of the puzzle still, right? But I guess we're good enough now. Boink! Escaped. Freedom! Don't waste time collecting points, they're pointless! My channel points are called pointlesses. But they do things in my channel. Now, is the devil telling us not to because they are good points? Or are they evil points because obviously we're stealing things. They are religious artifacts, so maybe they're good, but at the same time, they could also be evil. Like we're doing things that are bad things with them, but it could also be that they are completely pointless. Obviously, I do not know. I've gone into this completely blind, other than knowing how from seeing someone do the demo. You know, I saw a bit of the demo and I liked how cool the puzzles were, so, you know, yeah, this was pretty cool. But we're gonna go through the rest of the game completely blind and oblivious, so I don't know, they might not be pointless, they might have some point to them. Certainly do things with the pointlesses on my channel, so there's a good reason to watch and lurk and use points. You can do many things with them.